Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Writers Cove Studios, where we're going to be doing our commentary interview sandwich. What is that sandwich you're probably talking about? Well, it's mostly just some bad jokes, a lot of riffing, me being a huge windbag, and the actor slash actress of said series just sitting there like, why am I here? I could have been eating a toaster strudel or maybe having a nice, actual sandwich. You piece of anus, I hate you. Anywho, today's commentary interview sandwich has me with the prolifically shy baby bean of Faith Ocean, and is also one of my dear friends who she already knows if I was in France or Sweden, I would be clung to her like a koala bear, just giving her a permanent hug, to where her husband would be like, is he joining us for dinner today again? Yes, he is. And is he gonna give me a hug too? Probably. Okay, let's get him a plate for dinner. It is a Fataloror, real name of Aurore.
Aurora is perfectly fine.
Lordy. So, we're gonna first have, like, one of the episodes just playing up top real quick, but, basically, first half we're gonna be just focusing on Aurora asking me questions for you guys that probably are wondering stuff about the preliminary season 0 before season 1 is a thing, as established in the second installment with me and Kat. And then I'm gonna be flipping the tables and then doing like a full-blown Writers Cove Studios in-house interview with Aurora.
Oh boy.
So, the floor is yours, baby bean. Ask me whatever it is that you desires involving this whole season 0.
Oh, I haven't prepared anything, boss. Nobody told me I was the one asking the questions. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, I have one question actually, and it's the question about all of your shows. Really.
Oh no.
I know how twisted your mind is, but how did you come up with this idea?
I kind of answered this with Kat before, but well, actually, it was the explanation about the origin of the
Hello?
entire
I
family.
lost you.
I'm here. Okay. I'm right here. Proceed from here. Sorry about that, everyone. Technical difficulties, but how to describe how Veiled Garden was a thing? Well, I was sitting down looking at one of the upcoming series involving Aurora herself. It's a long list of shows that she's in, like a long list, a very, very long list. I apologize for all the roles I just throw at you, just like, okay, here's this stuff to put on your resume, and I apologize for nothing, and then just walk away.
That's good.
But
That's good.
I wanted to bring up my oldest OCs in existence for something. I was trying to rack my mind around it because a lot of the characters I already made, they were when I was a preteen or a teenager. But then there were these original characters that I haven't touched since like a long time ago, and I was trying to figure out a good story for them. And then it just kind of hit me to just put them in the main canonical universe, as it were, to where they would be able to interact with the prolific characters that everyone else knows from the volumes, but they also have their own unique story to be on a more grounded level. Kind of like what Disney tried to do with the Netflix shows, but kind of pussed out on because they're cowards. So that's basically how Veiled Garden kind of sprung up. Hey, any other questions you figured you want to ask about Veiled Garden specifically? Because I feel like you're the only person that knows all the backstories of all the late. Well, I feel like everyone knows about all the backstories now from the second installment of this whole entire cast commentary interview sandwich. But you're like the only person that knew everything in detail because if y'all don't know, Aurora was kind of like the person that decided on being Faith before I even wrote the shorts to make season 0. Like I gave her the whole list of all the characters and she was like, "Ooh, ooh, I don't know, they all sound so good."
That's true. That's what I said. I had a hard time choosing when I saw
She was
the
like a kid in a
characters.
candy store.
Exactly. I mean, they all have something unique and really original that I enjoyed, and some of them have personality that is close to me in some way, and some have like their superpower or how do I call this? Their ability that is something I would like to have. Some have things that I would like to get rid of. So in a lot of ways they were all appealing to me. But yeah, I settled on Faith. Because I don't know if I can say that about what she is.
I already gave away that she's a dark angel, but she's also like the shy being in the whole family. Like she's probably the most filled out of all of her sisters, but she's also just like, I'm embarrassed of everything. I am a shy being. Don't look at me. Why are you judging me? It's just like, but you could easily just get any guy with your body type. It's like, but I'm afraid.
Yeah, what I like about her is that she's. You can cut that out if I can't say it. Is that she's hope. No, did I lose you again? No, you're here. Cool. Just super silent.
Oh, she's hope.
Yep. What's so funny? Isn't that what she is?
It's just kind of like a weird incidental joke. Faith is hope.
Yes, faith is hope. Take that. Do whatever you want with it.
It's like the best incidental joke ever. It's like, okay, so faith is basically hope. Then it's like, hold on, that sounds like a joke no one meant to make. It's kind of funny.
Faith is hope.
I am a terrible person, but that's just kind of hilarious to me.
So it wasn't intentional when you chose her name?
No! No, not at all. It's supposed to be a play on words about how basically Faith came to Mama Ocean when she was just like, I don't fucking care about no religion system. Who needs faith? And then all of a sudden the baby reacted to the word faith and it was like, oh, I guess that's your fucking name now.
How about the other girls then? That was my second question. That's perfect. Perfect segue there. Yeah. About the names of the characters. How'd you come up with them?
Oh, that one is easier to answer. Like, faith, again, is kind of like a whole mocking thing about religion. Because if everyone knows me for, like, a personal thing, I don't do religion. I'm spiritual, but I just don't believe in man-made religions. Maria is actually the name closely associated with Mama Ocean's real name. It's not her first name, but it's tied to her real name, which she never uses anymore.
Mysterious.
Very. Calypso's name comes from just sort of how even when she was born of a smoke creature or smoke demon, however you want to classify her as, Mama Ocean saw her as this one person that would be mysterious, but also sort of like the one person that would take any man into her vicinity and make them hers, or lady, whatever the specification is that day, and then just roll with it, because she was like, she's gonna be very, very helpful, but also very fucking active sexually. Like, that was Mama Ocean when she was just like, you seem like you're going to get a lot of partners. It's like, but I was just born. Give it time. I already answered the thing about Faith. Annette, that was just sort of like a whole weird name association out of nowhere. She just looked at a billboard that had a realtor with the name Annette that wasn't carved out or with penises drawn all over it. And just like, okay, that's your name. Iris's name was just sort of when Mama Ocean actually was reading a book, when they were just like, congratulations, it's a baby girl. It's like, Mrs. Ocean, aren't you gonna express any like elation or happiness, or are you okay? Yeah, I'm just reading this book. I'll name her Iris. Just put her on my lap. Gretchen was named by her biological mom, and that's a story for another day about how fucked up Gretchen's childhood was like before she got adopted. And Robin was just named Robin because a robin bird landed by the hospital when she gave birth, and that was the first time she cried while holding one of her kids when they were first born, and named her after a bird that she thought was good luck.
Oh.
So literally every other one of Robin's sisters got basically shat on, but Robin is just like, my precious little baby, I'm naming you after the sweeper. How does that feel for your fictional mom there, Aurora?
I don't know. It's not how I pictured her. I didn't picture her as this detached and uninterested. Yeah, I pictured her a bit more. Yeah. Present and caring.
Present is a very funny term. Caring, yes, but not very present for most of their childhoods. It's like, where's mom? Storming a castle in Britain. I think she just made the Queen of England die of a heart attack, so she's the Queen of England now. Started a war in China. Won. She'll be home in time to take us to soccer practice.
Oh boy.
Oldest thug in my entire arsenal of characters. That is Mama Ocean. She does whatever, does not care about the ramifications, and it's just like, yeah, I take my kids to birthday parties and to these ballet recitals and to the movies or whatever. Are you drinking? It's like 2 PM. Listen, bitch, I just got home and I gotta take all of these rotten little assholes to Toys R Us. Don't you fucking start with me. Oh, Mama Ocean. Well, I don't want to put you on the spot any further. Do you have any further questions in the Veiled Garden spectrum that you'd want to ask to enlighten the audience?
I don't know. I guess we should leave some stuff for them to discover from the audio as well.
Oh, yeah, especially since season one's pilot's coming out this fall. That's gonna be a lot of work, but now it's time for me to flip the tables on Aurora. Just whew, so quick.
Dun, dun.
It is now time for me to do the in-house interview, which is probably gonna be one of 30,000. Because you guys do not know, aside from doing stuff with me, Aurora's a person in a Jarl. Is that how you pronounce it? Jarl?
What?
The Western thing that you're in. Is it Jarl Entertainment?
Oh,
I can never pronounce that team
Jolly.
correctly.
Yeah,
I feel
unfortunately, hi, it's Jolly Entertainment. Unfortunately, this audio drama had to stop recently.
It's gonna bother me. She's in a Western audio drama. She's in gaming mods. She was the French voice actress for Killjoy in Hazbin Hotel.
Yay!
So basically, she's got a full dance card of things where I'm like, she's gonna have like 5,000 interviews. To the point where I'm just like, I remember when Aurora used to be a free person to talk to all of her friends. It's like, shut up, old man. You don't know Aurora. But I do. So, before you get just flocking up with a bunch of different interviews, tell us, Aurora, firstly, how does it feel to be in this like, walk us through with, hold on one second. I am sorry, guys. We had, like, something to take care of, but, tell us, Aurora, how's, like, walk us through, like, all the stuff about, how does it feel to be in Riders Cove Studios for everyone that's kind of curious at home? Because you've been with us since... Geez, I kind of lost count.
Oh, almost 2 years, I think. Yeah.
Why does it feel longer?
I don't know how to take that.
Like, it literally feels longer. I don't know why.
Well, I've been voice acting for... It will be 2 years in July. So...
Aurora?
Yes. I was saying I started voice acting. It will be 2 years ago in July. And I think I joined Riders Cove in August. It was like my first or like my second role or something ever. With
I think you were already in some gaming mods by the time I was just like, I'm looking for people to be in this one thing I can't announce because it's a big bitch.
It was my second role.
And then you were just like, I don't mind auditioning for this.
From the
and then you've been
Skyrim
stuck
mod,
with me ever since.
First. So I was cast in someone's short audio. That was my first role. It was a one shot. And then Madame Dolly was my second role. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. God damn. Why are we in Sydney now?
Because I don't know anymore.
We're traveling at least.
You were saying?
I was saying that my first role was actually a short audio for someone, a one-shot role. And then my second role was actually Madame Dolly, so yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, and look at you now getting so many roles. It's like, I know Aurora. It's like, no, you don't, old man. Stay in your corner. But I do, though.
Yeah,
I do, though.
you do know me. I will never forget that you gave me this chance when I started. I have gone a long way since then. I feel I have improved a little. Um,
A little. Aurora, you are able to get star appeal roles without question. Meanwhile, I'm just struggling to get all of the fantastic work that you've done out on time in 2021.
you get there.
You're doing so good, and I'm letting you down so hard.
You're not though. Look at what you're doing with the Veiled series there.
I mean, yeah, but aside from that and the show where you're a mummy coming up in August, I'm just like, I can't get, like, the big appeal one that I've worked so fucking hard on to get out on time because it's so huge.
Well, there's a lot of episodes, there's a lot of editing work there, a lot of characters, and yeah, I mean, you're just one man.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywho,
You need to hire editors.
we need a lot of editors
Yeah.
as of next year. We need a lot of editors, like 4 more editors. Oh god, my eye's burning. But so tell everyone at home, Aurora, but like, what was your favorite role to do that has already been released thus far? It could be as small as Aranea, it could be as big as Faith, it could be as in the middle as Sierra, or that one hairdresser lady from that one pilot that's gonna be re-edited and re-released this October.
That was fun though, the hairdresser. Oh,
It's like,
dear.
so what if that person's gay? At least you now have a new best friend.
that was one of the funniest lines I've ever had to voice. That was I still remember it was just an extra, but I still like remember her really fondly. Just like these 3 lines. I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Oh boy, yeah, that was fun. Yeah. I don't know about like the other characters released. I mean, I have some scenes that are not released yet that I really liked recording with Dolly, for example. But from the release stuff, I think what I like is actually whenever you give me a new role is to actually try to figure out a new voice for that I haven't used before for Riders Cove. That's the biggest challenge for me.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that unlike every other director under the sun, no offense to Matt or Reese or Amanda or any other person I respect, but I don't really like putting people in their their comfort zone. Just like, okay, you're this type of person. Okay, I'm gonna give you this script. It's like, no. What's your comfortability? Oh, I like being kid characters, being the adorable one. You get to be this evil old lady. Go with it. But I don't have the range for. Just fucking do it.
Did I lose you again?
And
God
then
damn
everyone
it.
just starts crying in the booth, just like, I don't know how to do this, boss. And then we just go from there.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, you didn't hear me just basically say how I run you guys through the ringer, giving you stuff out your comfort zone?
I heard the beginning. It's like, oh, you like playing kids, and then nothing.
Yeah, I was like, you like playing okay, here's this old evil lady. Basically, that's what you're gonna be doing. But that's not my. Just fucking do it. And then it just kind of turned to people just crying in the booth, just like, I don't know how to do this, boss. I think I might have to back down. It's like, fucking pussies.
I think for that, the hardest character for me is actually Sierra. Cause she
How though?
because she's exactly like I'm not. She's like unimpressed by anything. So I have to actually always like I will deliver the line in a certain way and then I have to do it again because I'm like, nope. Take out all passion that can be in your voice. Just remove everything. Just be like this. Just be
how I appear to be on Twitter, just like an emotionless slate that says positivity.
Yeah, it's really hard to be emotionless actually when you're training to be like to bring out emotions as much as possible. And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of like this loud person who has thousands and thousands of feelings at the same time, and then I get in the booth and I have to be totally emotionless and totally uninterested in anything.
You basically have to make your own soul die behind the microphone.
Exactly.
That way, every single word that comes out of you feels so lifeless, it's like stealing the life essence from the very being. That way, as soon as they enter the void itself, they just hear your dulcet tones as they just go into utter madness over the fact that there is no hope, merely nothingness.
That was something. That was scary. God damn it. I will replay this monologue in my ears before I record for Sierra next time.
And people wonder what is I do when it comes to this voice. God, there are so many people in the VA community that just feel like I'm not really voice acting, but it's like, bro, I've been doing this while y'all were in school. I know what I do.
Yeah. Maybe it's because people see you more as a writer, because that's how you were, maybe, how you marketed yourself first. I don't know.
Or they could be like a certain voice actress that decided to waste my time and then just decided to sell me up shit's I ain't gonna say names though.
What? Who dat? Whose legs do I break?
But anywho though, you said the hardest, but really though, who's like been your favorite though that has been released? Cause you've done a lot of roles for Writers Cove.
This is so fucking annoying. Hello.
I'm here. I'm just waiting.
It just cuts. I heard the beginning of the question and then nothing. It's so annoying.
I was saying, which one that has been released has been your favorite?
Shut up, kitty. Do I have to choose?
Listen, lady, do you want the chocolate bar or do you want the gummy bears? We can't be in this candy store all day.
Chocolate. I'll say, damn. I think I'll say Faith for the released stuff. Because I really like the interactions between the sisters. I like the dynamic that's there. It's like being in a real family, you know, when it just like, yeah, I like this energy there, and I enjoy recording for this type of vibe there.
That's fair, because I've had to have so many sisters, and oh my god, so many of them were just being like, how fucking dare you? You stole my lip gloss! Well, you stole my shoes!
Well, you stole my boyfriend. Oops.
And the whole room gets quiet because it's like, okay, I'm just gonna leave before you guys start throwing stuff. I'm also gonna take out the sharp objects and the curling iron. Yeah, we gonna be okay now. Then just close the door.
Slowly backing
So
out of
many
the room.
things about shisters. Oh lordy. But so hardest was Sierra. Favorite has been Faith.
No,
and
come on.
I don't think you like gave the people a
Traveling. Hello,
a
hello, traveling around the world. God damn it.
yeah, we're traveling around the world right now because Discord hates our friendship.
Yeah. So,
So from all this sort of stuff, I don't think. Well, I feel like the connection cut out, but why don't you give people like a little bit of a snippet about what it's like to be at Writers Cove? Like, since you've been around for 2 years, you know a lot more than people that just been around for maybe a couple of months to a year. Like, you've seen a lot more behind the scenes stuff than a couple of people.
I want to say that first, there's one thing that still amazes me is how many we are. When you're in the Writers Cove's Discord and you see all those people, and that's only voice actors. There's like a ton of us. From people you've seen who have thousands of followers on Twitter, to this little bean that just started yesterday with a USB mic. It's like the sheer diversity there is amazing, and it's just it there's so many of us. I never knew we were so many. So that was one of the things that surprised me when I joined, and that still does. Otherwise, the day-to-day, I'd say you have amazing admins who have their show, their responsibility, and then I think it's just like really the Veiled Garden. It's a big family with people from all walks of life and all ages and all different tastes and different takes on roles. And if you hear auditions for specific roles sometimes, and you go through them and you're like, wow, these people, they all have their own vision of characters, and it's really crazy because we're all so different, yet we're all there. It's good. And sometimes, to be honest, it feels like we're all characters in the boss's mind, that we don't really exist without him.
Oh, I wish I was that creative. Like, I wish I could just be like, okay, and then I wrote that Aurora got out of bed after hugging her husband to then also hug her cats to then go to work, but not before stopping to get a bagel. She decides to put, I don't know, maybe strawberries today on the bagel, and made a fruit sandwich out of bagels. And then afterwards, she then takes the commute all the way to work, where she says hi to Janice, and then says hello to her boss before sitting down to do some computerized stuff, I assume, while also answering some emails from some upcoming clients and then from the people that she already works with, while getting surprise hugged by that one boss that never leaves her alone because he only wants her friendship over everything else. Then the workday is done, and then she decides to go home to where her and her husband are just doing stuff around the house where the cats are bothering them every 5 minutes while they're doing stuff with an album or with voice acting before they retire for dinner. And for some odd reason, her boss that gives her surprise hugs has returned.
That's that's a very surprisingly accurate account, I think, of especially the surprise hugs from the boss. It's how did you know?
I don't know, fam. I just do what I do. All jokes aside, though, I'm just happy that you enjoy being with the team. In all honesty, the Aurora, because every day I'm just like, how can I get everything solidified for everyone? Where even in this whole quiet time, where everyone has downtime while I'm just editing and trying to get all this stuff released, you guys better believe they're about to be hit with like several scripts. Which means if y'all want to make sure that their suffering is a little bit less so, there is of course the anywho, I'm not gonna do that self-promotion stuff today. There's just one last thing in
You
this
still
interview
there?
I gotta ask. Hmm.
Uh,
The final question I would ask in the interview process for Aurora is just whatever it is I'm asking any other person in the cast that is going to be doing this commentary interview sandwich. What roles upcoming are you excited for people to hear from you? Like it could be from just this year, for the next 9 years after this year, because the decade's going to be packed up. We got a lot of stuff that's packed up.
I there are two roles I really want people to. I'm really excited about, and it's of course, Madame Dolly, and the second one is Agent 20.
That's fair. That is more than fair, especially since now that I'm gonna be able to knock out a lot of the stuff for the summer. You guys are gonna be getting Agent 20 hopefully this December, along with a few other things. Now, if only we could get Spoopy to sit still long enough to do some other recording, so I could finally write up the scripts for that show. But why those two in particular?
Madame Dolly because it was my first role at Writers Cove, and it has a special place in my heart. Um, Also because of no, I can't spoil anything. There are some scenes that were really fun to record. um, and Agent 20 because I like the story. I like the was it the pilot I recorded? I really loved it. I really love the story and how uh, it's it's a character that appears kind of normal but is not, and I think it's and the dynamic with her colleague was also super interesting. Um,
Colleague, boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to specify, it's all true.
let the fans see how they picture those two. It's really I think they were like super cute. Like their interactions are like you want to go oh, and they're killing people, but oh. Did you disappear again?
No, I was laughing. I was laughing because I'm just now realizing how many people die in my shows.
Hello? 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 God damn it.
I'm a monster. So many people die in these shows, Aurora. I'm just now realizing it.
Just now? Yeah, you write those.
I'm just now realizing this. I'm like, Jesus, a lot of people die in these shows. I guess I'm just trying to not remember the fact that I just made a lot of people where it's like, okay, so here's your will and testament. It's like, but you're what? Creator, I thought I was gonna live. Yeah, no, just sign on this dotted line. Why? And who's that guy with the sword? And who's that lady with the gun? Oh no. Oh God, I'm a monster.
It's all in good fun, right?
I mean, for the people in real life, it's like, oh, this was fun. For everyone fictional, it's like, oh God, Harold! Who did this to you? And I'm just sitting there in the chair, just like, I wonder if I could write a story around you, monster.
Yeah. This is how it is, for real.
Well, guys, we've done the commentary as best as we could. We've done the interview as much as I thought possible, because if y'all do not know, at the time we're recording this in the month of May, I am on a several-week binge edit-a-thon of a lot of stuff, of Hollow Sands, of Lost Tides, and of Mosaic Ink. 2 of those programs have Aurora in it. One of them has her as the lead. Well, one of the leads.
Ooh.
Words.
I only heard the end.
And,
Fuck Discord.
and then I gotta just be writing up the Veiled Garden pilot, where, again, like I've told you guys in the second installment of this commentary interview sandwich, we're calling it Cove Club, is that big spoiler for no one in the room is that Mama Ocean is pregnant again.
Another girl?
I'm not saying what it is. Only I know what the baby is.
Oh my god.
She's basically around 5.5 months pregnant by the time the pilot kicks off. That is the only non-spoilery thing I can say. I mean, if you guys saw the snippet I released on the channel, you'd know.
Yeah.
Like, one of the girls got married as of the start of season 1.
Yep. That's the snippet. Go watch it now.
And the other spoiler no one is surprised about is that Mama Ocean is pregnant. And the girls are scared because Mom is pregnant again. Which means there's going to be 8 oceans. It's like, but what about Barry's real last name? No one cares about Barry's last name.
Yeah. Who cares about Barry? No, just kidding.
Like, Barry's a great guy, but no one cares about his last name. Like, when you marry Mama Ocean, you don't get a last name anymore. You're just Barry.
Yeah. If you're lucky, you can become an ocean.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's like, Robin, what's your last name? Oh, you can just say Ocean. But isn't your dad's last name? Nope, Ocean. But your dad... Ocean. Okay.
And you better not forget it.
Well, guys, from all that sort of stuff we can say for today, that is what we're going to conclude on for Veiled Garden stuff. We're going to probably do another one with Aurora when Lost Tides and Mosaic Ink are done of their first seasons, because what you guys are gonna be getting is just a small like arcs of what's to come, because I can't do what I did for the big show with those shows. They have to be in parts. Like Aurora, you're at least allowed to say how long the big show is in like runtime for the people at home, because that would explain why.
I don't know how long it is. Runtime. I have no
let's
clue.
say on estimate around like an hour to an hour and a half each episode.
Holy shit. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And there's like how many? 15? 16?
16.
16 episodes?
16 for just the first season.
16 hours of goodness. And epicness. And murder.
And yes, and it's why it's taking so goddamn long to get done.
Yeah, when you know that like 1 hour of finished audio with, I don't know, maybe 15 characters per episode, at least.
At least. That, not to mention the fact that we're probably not going to have season 1 on Podbean or Spotify for all the music I need to get. We're going to have copyright music and copyright free music in that. So that's not going to go up on Podbean. Just no. No.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of work. And I'm doing all of the editing.
You're crazy.
All of it.
You're cray. You need more editors.
I know. But we gotta make sure that y'all support us on Patreon or make some small donations through Ko-fi. And we got you. Self-plug. Anywho. I have been the Lion Founder, and with me today for this installment of Cove Club has been...
Hello?
Laura, that's you cute.
Me!
Let's try that again. So, guys, there's been another installment for the interview commentary sandwich known as Cove Club. I've been the Lion Founder, and with me has been...
Me! Oh!
And we will see you guys in our next couple of entries for all things entertainment, because we are Writers Cove Studios, a new wave of entertainment. We will see you guys next time.
Bye!
Hear the pulse that's running down your spine, right on time. Do you want it for the love of just loving?